I'm in the live streams until after like shit starts. So like now.
Right. Do you do Twitch too, or is YouTube only?
I used to do Twitch, but YouTube's gonna take over.
YouTube Live? Yeah,
YouTube Live.
Yeah.
Because I'll get like on here, I've maxed out at like 4,000 live.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And on Twitch, my max is like 1,000.
But you don't think that's just because you haven't built it up yet, or that's just the live?
Twitch recommendations are just not as good. Okay, so we'll move this here. That's aesthetic, right?
It's aesthetic. It's definitely aesthetic.
Okay.
Damn, the chat is lit. What's up, guys?
All right, before we get copyrighted, what is good, everybody? We got .com Ballsack here.
Oh my god, dude. Just off the bat.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Y'all already know who he is. We were just at a show yesterday, hungover as shit, still drinking some. You don't even know. You don't even want to know what this is.
I asked him, he wouldn't tell me what it was. I'm really curious.
This is what's it called? The abdominal. What is it? Abominable snowman's diarrhea. Gets you high as shit.
Okay.
They said to throw a Florida show. Is that on the way?
That'd be lit. Yeah. We've talked about Miami shows for sure, but yeah, I need to know like every place that people want to do it, because we really want to go like on a run of shows. Yeah.
I feel like South Florida was huge and then it just stopped.
Yeah.
It just
it's
not as hot anymore.
Well, the original, like a couple chapters ago of the Underground, they were like they ran everything.
Yeah, exactly. And then nowadays it's dead.
Yeah. I think it just like it just is every time it's gonna go a different direction. You know, it's never gonna stay the same.
Except Atlanta is always, and then
always in
LA is always.
Yeah. Because if Atlanta has all these super fucking producers, like just the greatest, you know, like actually the greatest like musical minds in this shit, there's no way that it can fall off, you know.
But what about
too good.
With what's going on with the Rico cases? Because I think Academics talks about this. It's like the street era might die out, and we already see Drake moving towards dance album,
right?
And then I think Beyonce did too. Not that Beyonce's really a rapper, but like just
it might move away from
Atlanta.
But the thing is, I think like with Atlanta is like, look at Thug, right, with the dress and the whole that process of like enabling like rappers and stuff like that to do it. The line between like what's gangster and what would be considered not gangster is like gone now, you know. It's like they're right next to each other. Thug can be the most gangster guy in the world and still wear a dress, you know. Both can exist at once.
But there's still like the young boys, the babies, Dirks. Like, you don't think of Yeat right now.
Bro, he's just the GOAT. Like, it's Yeat. Like, who else is fucking with Yeat here, bro? Like, who else is getting like 1 million followers in like a month? Who the fuck listens
False. It's a year.
to Cardi anymore, bro? Uzi was shit before Yeat
And he just shat on Cardi.
came on. Uzi, Yeat.
All right. So
I fuck with this guy. This guy's hilarious.
Okay, I think no one was gonna even. I'm surprised this guy came up and is arguing, because this dude's way bigger than everybody. He'd probably fuck everybody up.
Right.
But thoughts or no comment?
Well, this guy's fucking hilarious. Oh, bro, Yeat is literally the GOAT. It's so fucking funny. But he actually the other guy made a good point, because he said everyone remembers where they were when EA dropped. He's not lying. Like, EA was a huge fucking cultural moment, whether people remember it or not. So it's literally a comment section debate, literally in real life.
Yeah. I think this dude's kind of dumb though.
I mean,
like, Uzi is, even if you think Uzi fell off, he's still way bigger than Yeat. And Yeat's monthly listeners probably went up higher than Uzi's did.
But do you think people genuinely think Uzi fell off, or is it just something to say? Is it just like something?
Like, that's what I tell people.
Yeah.
Eternal Take is his last solo project, so technically he's in his peak.
Right.
So I don't know. I just think that the underground hates staying on something for more than 2 years.
Yeah.
So in like a year and a half, people are gonna be shitting on Yeat saying that he went mainstream.
Yes. But
he'd be like, oh, it sounds so like he fell off.
Yeah, but by then his core fan base will be even bigger than his overall fan base is right now, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he's going to keep growing to the point. Like, I don't think we've seen the peak whatsoever with him.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't think, especially with like some of the things that I assume and hear that he has lined up, it's going to be fucking nuts.
So where do you think Yeat sales-wise will go, peak-wise?
Yeat sales, like the first week numbers.
Yeah.
That I don't know, bro. I don't even fucking,
Okay.
like understand or pay attention to it. How about you? Do you have an answer?
It's so manipulated. It's so hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Like honestly, I feel like all these rappers buy like at least 20K.
All the labels are doing it.
Yeah.
Because if everyone's doing it, it's like to even be on the same playing field, you have to cheat too.
Right.
You know, when everyone was doing roids in the MLB, everyone was doing roids in the MLB. You had to.
Same thing, yeah. Like if you could be the most fire artist, but like if you sell 20K as opposed to 40K, you look like who'd that happen to? Like YB and Namir or Lil Skies or any of these rappers.
Yeah. But also, bro, sometimes people don't fucking want to be like famous forever, you know? Sometimes people like want to make a bunch of money in a year or two, have a family, and just like move on in life, you know? Like you don't have to, just because you're not like up the whole time, like known and talked about in the blogs and stuff, it could still be a super W career, you know?
But that's why I think there's like gracefully falling off, and then there's like people like say Frank Ocean, right? He hasn't fallen off at all, but like he disappeared,
right?
And he obviously was just like, I don't give a fuck about this,
right?
He even wears disguises. But there are people like Smoke Perp, not to single people out here, but he continues to try to bring the hype back and say, yo, like this my next project is gonna be insane. And it's like, you can't rep that same attitude when you've passed your peak. You have to like, it's like being old. You can't act like you're young when you're 45.
But he's trying to get it back. He's trying to recreate, create another moment. Sometimes it works. Like we've seen it. Like Soulja Boy has had like multiple chapters. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But maybe someone like Soulja's too culturally like fucking ingrained at this point to ever go anywhere. Like the idea is larger than him, you know?
Yeah. And then the whole Cardi comment that the dude made was stupid. I'm talking about this Yeat dude.
Yeah.
He said Cardi fell off.
Yeah.
Do you think Cardi's the hottest rapper right now?
Yeah, dude. He's the most influential and rarest. And
because people always say that I dick ride Cardi. Don't get me wrong, I like Cardi,
right?
But it's literally like just what people want to hear.
People say anyone dick rides anything, you know? If you show love to anything.
You're right.
It's just like a thing to say now.
Yeah, no, you're right. If you just support something, you could say like, what?
Does it squirt? Jesus Christ.
Does it?
You guys are funny as shit, bro.
Does it? No. Okay. Next. So we were just talking about sales. Taz Taylor. Shout out Taz. I think that he saw this video that we just watched, and then given that the dude made the argument about like the monthly listeners of Uzi, saying like his monthly listeners went up because of Yeat, that he tweeted this. Y'all can see it. So people got to stop using Spotify monthly listeners as like ... a real stat when talking about this music shit. It really doesn't mean shit. If you drop a new song, they're gonna go up. If you haven't dropped in a while, they're going to go down. If one song is in a popping playlist, it's going to go up. It's not a true indicator of where an artist is. And all of these, this artist has surpassed this artist, and monthly listeners posts are all label paid for to make people think it's some real shit that matters. So you care about that artist more, and it makes them look bigger. Everything like that, honestly. Thoughts?
The last part is for sure true. So you care about that artist more, and it makes them look bigger. That's for sure, but that's the job of Spotify or Apple Music or something like that. That makes complete sense that they would want to make people continue using the app and listening to people as much as possible. You know, he's not wrong. Spotify monthly listeners, it's real, but it's like you can have a feature, you can have someone big like featured on your song, and it could boost it because of that. I could have 1 million because of that. You know, he's not incorrect, but like, you know, why not use it? Fuck it. It's like it's not that serious. It's like something to look at. You know.
So this isn't me like hating. I love Taz.
Same.
But I think it is a real stat. Like it shows how hot you are.
It's not made up, the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit like off from like if you have a feature, I think who was it? Like Kid Laroi had a Justin Bieber collab, and then his monthly listeners like shot up because those streams from Justin Bieber like moved over, and maybe by himself he doesn't have that, but still like so
still a huge song, you know.
So I think it is a real stat.
But there's also, bro, there's like, can you sell out shows? There's so many like metrics for like where an artist is at, you know.
They're saying, how did 24K Golden have 40 million? It's because he had a #1 song.
Yeah, he had a huge hits.
Yeah, but okay, so I think what he's getting at is, you know, and maybe I'm probably like one of the reasons for it, but
He's speaking to you.
Yeah. But well, one, that's my job.
Right, yeah,
But
it's
two, there's been a huge like movement towards nobody cares about the actual music anymore.
right.
And
I don't know if that's true though, bro. I think people love it more than ever, genuinely. Like I think that there's so much extra because again, you have to fucking match what everyone else is doing and you have to do like all the extra things to give context to your music. If I don't know about you or know like any context of like what you're like, your music could be amazing. It's probably not going to get listened to that much, you know? But I do think that people are still, once they get past, they got to buy into someone image-wise and everything like that. I still think these kids are fucking genuinely crazy about this shit, about this music and like really care.
The artists.
The listeners.
I think, well, okay, I'm not disagreeing,
Yeah.
but I think that people get too, like, I like to discuss the sales and the monthly listeners just for a sake to quantify and back up what I'm saying. Like, I like this. Here's proof that other people like it as well.
Right, makes it make sense.
Right,
Yeah.
but then there are other times where I'm saying I don't care if nobody fucks with it, I still like it. So I stopped doing reactions recently because I feel like the numbers do play a role in, at least temporarily, your opinion on the music.
Right.
Like if you see it's doing really well, it almost like it's a human nature thing. Like you want to fit in, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it inflates what the actual music quality is.
I don't. Sometimes for me it works the opposite, you know, because like mainstream stuff can be so boring and stale and shit. And I know like your viewers probably agree, you know, they're underground fans and shit. Like just because something's bigger does not mean it's more fire or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But then there's YoungBoy fans who will go in comment sections saying like YoungBoy better, whatever. So it just gets to the point where like there's a fan base that's so strong it'll sway the public opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. But he's just different. Different. His fan base, bro.
Yeah.
It's just some otherworldly shit. W smart guys. It's just.
Wait, what?
Someone said W smart guys.
Hey, you know?
IB is better. Lyrical.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, next, chat, you know, every single stream we have to have an Andrew Tate segment. So we recently just watched the Nelk interview. I'll just pull it up. We don't have to watch it. But he talked about his come up of how he would steal like incels like $500,000 worth.
So sad.
And we were pondering the question as to chat. This is y'all. Let me know. Let us know. Would y'all feel guilty, or would you be completely fine with taking like $1 million from a dude that is chatting with a girl that you hired as a cam girl, knowing damn well they're never gonna meet up or they're never gonna fuck, and y'all are tricking this dude to give you that much money, and that's how Andrew Tate got famous. Personally, I think I would just do it because I feel like you can just drown yourself in the litness of the money.
Right.
But you said
True
no.
True colors coming out. I want everyone to take note what kind of guy this really is that you're watching every day. No, I get. This was my first time. Like you can vouch.
They're saying yes, chase a bag. I would do it
for sure. But this is what I'm gonna say. Like 100%, I fucking understand. If there's money to be made, someone's gonna make it. But it's so fucked up. It's like so fucked up. Not to the point where someone shouldn't do it. You should still do it. If there's a bag, someone's gonna get the bag. You know.
It's fucked up.
Fucked.
It's totally fucked up. But at the same time,
depends on how bad I need that million. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Times are tough. You might just have to do that.
But how do I explain this?
Not our fault.
Do you not think that these people need to learn a lesson almost? Like,
but I'd be willing to guess if they're not first timers. I bet they've been duped before. I feel like people like that are just fucking gullible, dude.
But okay,
You know?
we talk about this a lot on the channel. So I have a hard time spending money.
Right. That's good.
Because I just don't know what actually makes me happy to buy.
Right.
I like making videos that doesn't cost money. Or I like doing other
Cars?
shit.
You like cars?
I like cars, but I sold my car
Because you
I
live in
don't
a city
need
and
it.
who gives a shit, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So, do you not agree that maybe these incels that are probably at home like beating off every day,
Yeah.
the money might be better in your hands? then there. What are they gonna buy?
It's
Fucking
surreal.
like dildos and pocket
It's
pussies?
just like the slimiest justification, but I get it. You're not wrong, you know? I really don't blame the guy whatsoever, don't get me wrong.
Cam the Don says you can teach them without finessing them.
If he can drop $1 million on a naughty FaceTime, he'll be aight.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
also,
that's
here's another thing. So people in the world are always complaining about problems like global issues, but you can't do anything as an individual. However, if you get money, enough money, you can affect the world positively in a way greater way
Right.
than the negative that you just caused on that man.
Yes.
So it's altruistic.
And your family, provide for your family, buy
Right.
the mom a house, buy the sister a house, for sure, dude. I mean, yeah, 100%.
And also, okay, if you relate it to this, why is it more moral to find a deer in the woods and kill that deer for your own personal benefit?
Yeah,
So you're almost finessing that incel, the deer.
right. But if there was nothing
You're
wrong with
eating
it,
the
though,
incel.
if there was
essentially.
nothing wrong with it, though, no metaphor would be needed, no justification would be needed. The
It's just
fact
because
that
he's human.
what is
It's just because he's human that people are like, oh, we can't do that.
right.
But if it's an incel,
yeah,
why do you necessarily care? Obviously, his genes are not good enough to reproduce.
oh fuck, that's so brutal.
I'm just saying.
It's so fucked. I mean, you're not wrong, bro. You're
Like
definitely not wrong.
throughout time, I think even Andrew Tate talks about this, so maybe I'm just brainwashed at this point. But like throughout history, the top 20% of men until the last century or two are the ones that fuck all the bitches and reproduce with their genes, and the last 80% or the latter 80%, they're just the incels.
Mhm.
So
I'd say it's less than 80.
why not why care about the bottom 80%? If you're a top G,
Jesus
if you're a
Christ.
top G,
Then yeah, you probably got there by fucking, being ruthless and shit.
and
My thing is, okay, we're alive once, are we not? One time, one and done.
I
That's
don't
it.
know, are we?
Who knows? Who really knows? But let's assume we are. You gotta try and get rich. You gotta do what you can to try and get rich. At least like that. That's kind of how like I see it. Or at least like fulfill yourself and enable yourself in any way that you can.
Right.
So if you gotta scam noobs, you gotta scam noobs. What can I say? I don't know.
But what is okay? We all have we all have a measure of this finesse or more guilt and morality.
Yeah.
The scale is so subjective
Okay.
that who's the one to judge that taking this incel's money, like he is technically getting enjoyment out of flirting with this attractive female online.
Right. But he said it always ends in flames, and the dude finding out, and
But of course,
Yeah.
they're on a website that like they can easily just go on the internet and see like no shit, you weren't gonna meet with that girl.
Yeah. Someone said I made 30K off catfishing, free money. I wonder if that's real.
Austin, how do you make 30K off
Prove it.
catfishing?
Prove it, twin.
Yeah, cause
Show us a 30 wall.
that's like those people on Tinder and Bumble.
Oh yeah.
What is the point?
Of doing the scamming or being the scammy.
Well, how do you scam somebody on Tinder?
So
or
the Tinder dude, the Tinder swindler, is that what you're talking about?
he's saying catfishing is a bag. How do you make?
Catfish in a bag for real. I understand.
What were you gonna say?
The Tinder swindler basically would get in these relationships and say like, "Oh, babe, I'm on the run. Like, this person's after me."
that's not
That
catfishing.
person's after me. No, yeah, no, it's not catfishing. Just scamming.
No, but how? DM bots? I think this is how
that
it
dude
works.
would get in a relationship. He would say, "This person's after me. I'm in danger because of this. I got to spend on this. If you want us to be together, I need the money to get out of this."
But that's not catfishing.
No, not catfishing. It is scamming.
But I think I think how you get money is you say you're gonna meet up with them, and you get their phone number off of the Bumble or Tinder app, and then you get potentially their address because the girl, quote unquote catfish, says like, "Yo, I'm coming over."
Yeah.
So they get your phone number and address, and then they can expose you. So they blackmail
And you gotta give them the bag, right?
So
right.
I think that's how they make the money. Not that I would know. or
Yeah,
anything.
we're just giving out methods now. Just like this method talk. Yeah. A fan of mine tried to catfish me once.
A chick?
A kid like 15 or 16, like
You fuck with kids.
made an account like pretending to be a girl, like trying to do that. They'll really try just to get in contact.
Was
with
it a
them.
hot?
Just to-
Was it a hot chick?
It was not a real person, Bob.
No, I understand the pictures.
I don't know. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the kid used strategic. Yeah.
He has a girlfriend, so that's why he's being a little bit more apprehensive about.
No, this was
stuff.
years ago, like 4 years ago or something.
So did you?
I
No,
have it
no
in Japan,
offense.
and we've been dating 3 years.
No offense, but when did you pop off?
I feel like just in the past year, even.
So
in the past
4
8
years ago,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, already.
you had a. Were you even making videos?
Yeah, dude, I've been at
Voice
this for
crack?
fucking like 5 years. Yeah, it's been a grind.
Damn. I feel like fans don't get really
Attached until a while.
and
Yeah.
until they see that you're winning and other people.
Are
It's,
fucking with
it's
it.
like the god damn.
Free poop, yes, and Bob.
No, it's because I'm hungover.
The reason is though, but there are like those fans who even if something has like 20K views, they'll be like, I could see this being big in the future. Those are the fucking real ones. Like I'm sure you have those, bro. Who were watching you stream when you had 50 episodes.
That would be like my main motivation. I'd be
Right.
like, I gotta do it for them.
For them, right?
Yeah,
100%.
they're like supporting like that. Honestly, I've almost quit so many times. Have you ever like attempted to quit?
There was a couple times when like I left college for it and stuff, and when all my friends were graduating and shit, it would be tough. Like I would wake up kind of
Because they got jobs.
panicking. Well, they graduated, you know,
Yeah.
and I was never gonna have a degree, and I knew that but I knew deep down I was gonna stick with it. It was just more like a moment of panic, you know. Is this gonna work out?
Shit, I almost quit like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I almost quit like all
Really?
the time.
Yeah. Cause you're sick of it or what?
I love streaming and talking to people in chat and whatnot, but like I just feel glued into like, well, I've talked about this to them all the time. Streaming is fine because you can talk about whatever.
They seem cool as shit, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but okay, but the YouTube algorithm.
Everyone here, by the way, is in that 20% top males, whatever.
Yeah, we
whatever
all
you're talking
fuck
about.
hoes. All of them. Yeah, you know, I have a girlfriend, but aside from that,
What were we
Dude.
saying? What were we saying?
So originally when I started, I was like, I had to report on Uzi Eternal Take. That was the only shit that was working, so I just
Right.
kept doing it until it got to like 30K.
Yeah.
Then it turned into a whole lot of red. Only could do Cardi Uzi videos. Then it was like Trip at Night. Then it was Yeat. Now it's like more broad.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to like branch out into
Branch
like
out.
just trending shit, which is fine. I like that. But
That's how a come up works. A lot of people just know me from the Eat videos. That's where they found me. And maybe or maybe not, they stuck with it because the next videos they liked. Or they said, fuck you, make more Eat videos, and they left, you know? But either way, someone's going to find out based on one thing. It's, can you be good enough and, like, adapt slowly but surely that they stick with you?
right.
But
So
it change, what is it? Adapt or die. A fucking $1,000,000%.
and that's why we were saying with the pressure of being a content creator.
Yeah.
It's like a constant fight of like remaining relevant.
W motivation. This is motivation station right here, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
I know everyone in this fucking chat, not to just, you know, get rambunctious, but I know everyone in this chat has their fucking hustle, right? Just like you and I do. And they're on different parts of different stages of it, you know?
right.
And it's a fucking journey.
Yeah. Oh, here's another thing. You know who Sneako is? Do you know who that is?
No.
You don't know Sneako? Bro,
L number one.
who are you? Okay, everyone here knows Sneako. So he said, related to this topic, if you still not making money on social media, you a bot.
Some people.
What do you think?
My mom's a psychiatrist, dude. Is she a bot, bro? She makes money not on the internet, or she does make money on the internet. Really, scheduling and everything's on the internet. So, but social
Well, no,
media,
it's
that's not
social media. Yeah.
She does a podcast. That counts a little bit.
To promote her
To
services.
promote her services, yeah, and that shit works.
Pause.
I don't agree with this, but you know,
I think
Shout out.
it's a bit brutal or a bit
a bit harsh.
A bit harsh, yes. I agree that social media factors into most jobs and
Exactly.
businesses.
Dang, my doctor a bot. Someone said, my bad.
Yeah, no, a lot of like service-based industry and products is social media, but services, like you can just go to a local store and be like a consultant and make money. You don't need social media.
Right.
But at the same time, in the future, say like 10 years from now, I feel like everyone needs social media or you're literally a nobody.
The richest people I know are on social media, but their accounts are private. They have less than 10K followers. Even if they're verified, they have less than 10K followers. The richest, most powerful, craziest contact list people that I know.
But
The
they
captains
probably
of their industry.
they probably utilize social media in a way though. They may
Through
not.
other people.
Yeah, they may
Vicariously.
not have a personal account,
Yeah,
but you need to have social media because essentially that is influence.
yeah.
So if you're selling whatever you're selling, somebody needs to have influence to sell that.
Right.
And it's almost I feel like it turns into your portfolio.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Because no, like, I don't know.
But it depends what your hustle is. I'm a videographer. Not having an Instagram would be fucking insane, you know?
For sure.
If some guys wants to manage artists, he can have an Instagram, but he doesn't necessarily care to have 100,000 followers.
Right, but I feel like if you're a manager for an artist, you need an Instagram. It doesn't necessarily have to have hella followers, like you said, but if I even myself, when somebody hits me up and they say, "Yo, I know such and such," I check if that person follows them.
Right.
And that's almost like a credibility thing in itself.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, if
Instagram
you're-
took that away from my account. I can't see who follows who. Isn't that fucked?
You're not from Canada, right? You're
No.
from California.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, weird, right?
No, for me, it still has that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you need to start looking into Sneako.
Okay, where he's artist?
No, he's a YouTuber. So right now he's going through this almost Andrew Tate-esque thing. He's trying to wake.
Blowing up.
Yeah, well, he was already big, but now he's streaming. He's controversial because he's saying that the whole world is a game and a matrix, which I agree with.
See, dude, it you can look at it like that and you'll probably come out on top. But like fucking relax a little bit with that, right?
I agree.
Because of life and like having a mom and dad and like loving your family and shit. Like it doesn't have to all be fucking, you know what I mean? Like getting rich is awesome. I want to get rich beyond my fucking wildest dreams, you know? I know you do too. But like remember your fucking parents and shit, you know? Remember your family, shit that really matters, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Not that they're mutually exclusive, but it's like sometimes it just can get really inhuman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what they like the big picture for what they say is everything's a rat race, and everything is a rat race, but you can't escape it.
American capitalism.
Well, okay, so I've told everybody I have a job now. I feel like I escaped the rat race, or when I joined YouTube, it was to escape the rat race.
Right.
But I joined another rat race in this matrix, so you can never escape it, because now it's like a never-ending, like, I have to make a video to
Yes.
like remain relevant. You
Yes.
have to make music video.
Have to.
So it's its own like hamster wheel in itself.
100%. That's such a fucking good point because people don't know like there's a level of like paranoia and like you just have to keep putting stuff out or you don't
Right.
want people to forget. You know,
Unless you're complacent.
if you're complacent, then it's over before it starts.
That's the only way to fall off, like not doing anything.
yeah.
Like, but if you're always doing
You're
something,
always doing something. Yeah.
you're chilling.
But then it's hard. Like
Here's Yassine.
I get in my head about
What's up, Yassine?
what's good. I get in my head about okay, I need a video this week. I need a video, and then I bust out that video, but I cut some corners for it. You know what I mean? So it's
Yes.
a balance between quality and quantity.
I think quantity, I tell this people all the time because some people are so paranoid about the quality. I think quantity brings quality.
Yes.
In that
Because you'll naturally improve.
it's the whole, everyone's read the book Outliers for school. Did you?
Oh yeah. The really small one, the thin one.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like
The greasers.
the greasers.
Yeah, they had like the slick bag. It was like that.
I don't know about that.
It wasn't. It like a 50s like the. Maybe I'm thinking Outliers.
It's basically if you do something enough,
Yeah.
you become a master, which is a pretty simple concept, but people just don't realize it. Yeah, that was
It is
Outsiders.
Right. Outside.
So you seem just like it's
They love
all
that one.
knowing.
He's just on it. Yeah, 100% though. Practice makes perfect. Big time.
But yeah, so I just think that
That's the
people
outside. Thanks, guys.
they like don't put out or they don't try or they don't take the risk because they feel like they're not ready ever.
Yeah.
But like you're never ready.
You're never ready.
So just do
You're
it.
never ready. Just do it, bro. Just do it. Literally. I know someone who I just like they're in the process of getting an internship in the industry, wants to be in the industry so bad, and they're like so scared, but I'm just like force them to just like dive into it. You have to just fucking go for it, bro. It's gonna feel weird, but
Right.
yeah, 10K hours or something to perfect it. Yeah, but even then, bro, like I hope I hope I'm as far away from as good as I'm gonna be at videos. I hope I'm the furthest away that I'll ever be. You know, because that means at some point I'm gonna be really goddamn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually you'll just hire somebody. We don't have to talk about that though, but
But we'll always that no, but that we can talk about it. That just enables you to have a real director's image, as opposed to in the past I've had to what can I finagle, what can I finesse together.
yeah, like what can you do yourself?
Yeah, if I got a 20 ball, what should I do?
20 ball shit.
High yield
Buy
mutual
some
fund.
Buy it. No.
Why not?
What?
Yeah, why not?
If you got
safe.
$20,000, you should be investing it all into whatever business or yourself that you've got. You can even put a down payment on a rental property.
Right, but some people just have for sure. Some people just have jobs. Maybe he doesn't have.
But
his own house.
people don't realize the stock market. Okay, say you average 9% a yield, a return every single year.
Yeah.
Inflation this past 2 years was like 20%.
More than that.
You legit with the average return, because the stock market did significantly go up,
Still losing. Yeah,
you still lost money or buying power.
it's fucking nuts.
So I don't even believe in the stock market really anymore. 401ks are bullshit.
Yeah,
They take fees from you, like putting your money
a
in.
little Roth IRA might not be a bad choice.
Roth
if you're
IRA is
young.
decent, yeah.
Yeah, Roth IRA is cool. I just think that if you have a hustle, especially like when I try and put energy into like investing and shit like that, I only lose money. When I just put energy into making more money at my hustle, I just make more money. I just think maybe for me, I'll go a real estate route or something, but not really stock market. It's not for me.
Yeah.
I don't get it, and I won't pretend to get it. You know?
So I was a finance major in college, and so I was super hardcore into stocks and into crypto
Yeah.
until I feel like the past couple years, I feel like too many people got hip to the stock market, and now everybody on the internet, because there are so many gurus, are like trying to finesse like,
Yeah.
oh, I can day trade too,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
everybody just like lost their money.
Yeah, definitely did.
So that's like the epidemic right now.
Drop everything, okay. That'd be so fire if I could show like a snippet of it. Damn.
Of what?
I'll see if I could show a snippet while we're here. This me and Trippie's next video.
He's got a Trippie video, huh? Is it for a love letter to U5?
No, we're gonna have some shit on there too though. This is like a one.
Are you showing it?
No, I gotta check if I can.
Oh, okay. He's texting Trippie.
You should make a short film like the music movies back to the 90s. Dude, I want to make short films, and cartoons are really, really my bag. I really like making funny cartoons. It's my favorite thing.
So that's like your next step?
Like filmmaking and really cartoon TV creation, like an Adult Swim show or something like that, is like the pinnacle like goal for me.
I've thought about a cartoon show too, but I'm probably not going to be good at that.
I have an idea that I think is a fucking amazing idea for a show.
But what is it based around?
It's kind of based on like my childhood and like my come up and shit. Being like a Middle Eastern person, like a all Caucasian place.
You're like white.
Right. Grew up. I mean, you're a product of your environment.
If you didn't know him, okay, so you can tell from his name, he's Middle Eastern, but does he not look white?
Yeah, do I? I mean, people do.
I guess
but
he's got
also-
like the thick beard, you know.
when it grows.
and the dark
I
hair.
look completely different based on the facial hair. It's kind of fucked.
Yeah. I always
Not
wanted
Middle Eastern, yeah.
to start like a South Park type thing, like based on trending topics, but like making satire
Yeah.
and like stupid jokes that are like too far but need to be said, because a lot of today's problems is that nobody can say
No one can say
anything.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone's so fucking terrified.
I think it's getting better though. Like I think that people are fighting back against cancellations. I don't know.
Yes. The spectrum's always gonna swing. The pendulum's always gonna swing back and forth. Obama gets elected. Who's next? It's always like that, bro. That's.
You think Trump will win next election? This isn't even like political. This
I
is
think
like
he'll run for sure. I don't know if he'll win, but I don't see anyone good on the other side that they can put against him. Make a Looney Tunes type cartoon. I would love it. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna make cartoons. So
that would be
looks
far.
mixed with Middle Eastern. Next up, based on it. Let me see. Editing show recap fire.
You can't read all the chat
My
because
bad. It's fascinating.
yeah, no,
Cool
it's
as
crazy.
shit, bro. You guys,
How many people we got? 350.
is that good?
It's decent, yeah.
Okay.
It
Wasn't
okay.
quite the numbers we were hoping for, but
No, 350 is really good, especially for okay. I can make a stream pop off, but I've been just trying to not rely upon it basically on the algorithm thing that I was telling you before. Like if I put like Yeat or Cardi in it or
go.
Uzi, it's like, okay, we're gonna kill this stream, but
See?
I don't want people to just be here for Uzi
That's
news.
very smart. This is how what you're talking about. This is how you adapt or die. This is how you
Exactly.
slowly adapt, bro. Yes, like just
Yeah.
strategizing like that. Block 40 Spaz is so fucking fire. Chris was putting me on last night. Holy shit, he goes crazy. I heard one song that was nuts.
People think he's getting signed to Cardi.
Really? Oh yeah, I heard that.
I don't know if that's true. I heard like here, wait, I'm gonna look it up. Glock, is it KK?
Yeah.
Glock
Yeah.
40 Spaz.
Bro, I gotta ask Chris what that song was he showed me. That shit was insane.
People said that he like dissed Cardi. Let me do Genius. Cardi. He said he's like not a real vamp or some shit.
He's been out for a while.
Maybe it was cap. I don't know. People would just be saying anything on the internet sometimes. You gotta like fact check. El Yassine came in. Hold up. What'd he say? Lots of coins says, who the fuck is that? I'm sorry.
Read
Does
that one?
Nirvan think videographers should now be more a brand than just a great videographer?
Good question.
Seems like just being great at video is very limiting in both dollar and influence, ability to put artists on.
Great fucking question. 100% it's limited in influence. There's a lot of the directors who do like the biggest budget shit, who are getting the most money and stuff, or at least the biggest budgets for their videos, are like nameless, you know? And that's cool too, because really you can go straight from 0 to 100 and make really good money like fast. But the influence and like what I want to do of like really building a culture in a part of the culture, you know, and like putting on XYZ person that you can look back and be like, damn, Nerd had a part of that. That's what I'm going for. I don't think one is better than the other though. I think that both you can get a shitload of money.
Yeah, I've thought about the same thing too, because you can run up a bag both ways. I think that one is slower, but potentially longer lasting,
Yes.
your brand. But then again, if you are a videographer with no, brand channel like you do,
Yeah.
or like Lyrical Lemonade, I feel like you can still do that for a long time. Can you not?
You can do it for a long time. You don't have to worry about falling off. Like if I shit the bed for a year, like I don't care how good my channel is now. Like no one's gonna care, you know. You don't have to worry about like falling off or like anything like that. As long as you know the commissioner at Atlantic, you know the commissioner at Interscope, you know the commissioner at fucking Capitol, you're getting shitloads of bags. Okay. So.
But
fine.
also, if you fell off, you stopped making videos, you could easily you have this portfolio online that you can say, yo, I'll do it on your channel, and
Yeah.
you can still get the same bag that you would have before, maybe even a bigger bag.
Maybe even a bigger bag. Although the difference is, if it's for my, like, let's say you're a label and you have $30,000 for it, right?
Right.
Part of that is the value of the channel, the value of like
Oh,
my
100%.
name and stuff, the editing style. I edit myself. You know what I mean? But a director who has like a big crew and all the things, and is probably going to be a more professional looking video than mine. He's going to get a lesser percentage of that bag, of that same 30,000.
But it's a bigger bag, but lesser
Not
percentage
necessarily
of the bag.
Not necessarily.
But, like,
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's 100K. It's 200K.
Yeah, because someone could like. Okay, so how much is a video director for an Uzi video getting right now? Like 100K?
Dude, I'm not gonna say. I don't know, but like the.
I
the whole
mean,
budget,
give me some rough numbers.
the whole
yeah.
budget.
Yeah, the whole budget. I'm not talking about like the director's cut.
Right. Like a quarter M is very, very reasonable. 100K is very reasonable.
What?
Yeah. Some of these videos cost $500,000. Some of them cost 100K. You know.
Like, okay, how about this? Do you remember the Eternal Take trailer
Yeah.
with
Pretty penny. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
That costs a pretty
What's that guy's name? He's fire. You know
Gibson
what?
Hazard.
Gibson Hazard. So
My
fire.
boy's about to be co-directing a video with him. My boy Reduciano. Shout out to Red.
Who's the random white guy? Also get Yassine on the stream, and Yassine, if you see this silly BRO, I want a face reveal, and Bob, I wanna see Trippie Red apology video. Okay, peace out Bob, I wanna see Yassine live.
Okay, we can get Yassine.
Why a Trippie apology?
I don't know. Me and Trippie are cool. People still think that when I got kicked out of the studio,
That is still a thing.
that it's still
they
a
still
thing.
bring it up to you.
Yes.
Shit's
And I'm like, I don't know how many times I've told y'all we're fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Like,
because it's funny.
yeah. Music for Tonight says thoughts on longevity artists versus creatives. But before we get into that,
That's a great fucking topic.
you can go into that right now.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Follow your lead.
So how much do you think this
So
costed?
far. 6 figures.
Plus, like the animations, like you have to hire
Yeah.
people to do the VFX
It
and
depends.
whatever.
I know a friend of mine has a VFX company where he's trying to scale it and build it as fast as possible, do the biggest and best. You'll give him a budget of 20,000 for the effects, he'll spend the whole 20,000. You know, it depends on who's taking what, but that's at least 6 figures.
God damn.
Quarter M.
But so okay, but that goes on Uzi's channel, so that would probably, if you did this, you might make more money than on your channel.
It would get claimed. Record labels are claiming their
Their
the
videos?
content. Yeah.
So you really only get the budget.
Budget. I'll work something out. Maybe it depends on each deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Damn. Now, specifically, so videos like Lyrical Lemonade have kind of gone to less effects,
Yeah.
more scene direction, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you call, or plot, or
Plot like skits. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
does that cost more or less than the VFX? Because it's like Hollywood, you have to like pay for the sets, right?
Yes. It depends what effects, but I think generally speaking, it costs less. Because really high scale effects are going to cost shitloads. You know, thousands for one scene it could be.
Damn.
Yeah.
What is his thought process on denying videos?
Oh
For
shit.
X, has there been a scenario in which he was offered a bag for an artist that may have been popular, but for some reason didn't want to do it?
I just told you this last night. We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
If some shit's asked to me, I don't give a fuck. Offer me $1 million.
He's to the point where
I do not give a shit.
you've gotten to the point, and you know, not to be that guy, but I have too as well. But like a label will try, and your brand is more valuable to you than the money.
Then the initial bag, yeah.
Once you make, in my opinion, once you make like 10K a month, nothing can really. I don't care about anything. Like I have an apartment, I can eat. I can eat whatever. I have a girlfriend who's
Yeah.
attractive.
Yeah,
I have a fucking dog. What are you gonna?
You made a great life for yourself.
Yo, what are you gonna do that's gonna make my life better? There's actually studies that after $75,000, there's a law of diminishing returns for your happiness.
That's life, dude. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You
Yeah.
cannot have your cake, and that's what I'm saying. Like for these like bigger, if it's like a big bag and it's something you hate, that money is not free, bro. You're paying that cost. When you're like editing that video, putting 48 hours into it, you're gonna fucking want to blow your brains out. You know, like you're not gonna be happy even though the money's there.
Yeah.
Obviously, fucking that's easier said. That's easy to say. You know, like a lot of people need fucking bread and shit. So I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it is brand first. You know, it's always brand first.
But if you kill your brand or you take the bag too many times, then it won't mean anything, and that it stops your long-term bag.
Stops your long-term growth. Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying. It always, but you got to start somewhere, gang. 100%, 100%. But I have a lot of videographer, not to ramble, my bad.
No, you're good.
A lot
Talk.
of videographer friends of mine really want to get started. But the problem is they're immediately looking for the money. And then I see a lot of videographers put messages like, if you don't come deposit ready, this and that. I think that's just completely like destroying the point and like really ruining your brand before it even gets off the ground. Because you're going to have to do free work, bro. Someone is going to be in a position where if you do their video, it'll be a really good look for you, but they're not going to want to give a shit to pay you because you're not there yet. And you should do that. But I have friends who avoid those because they're like, no, it's not fair. It is, though. It is fair, though. And it could be a huge jumping off point. But people overlook the success because do you want $300 for your video today or do you want $10,000 for your video in 6 months?
right, because they're giving you value, just not monetarily.
Yeah. Yes.
I agree. I've done so much free work in my life.
Me too.
I've worked for like a lawyer, doing hitting up. He managed like porn stars and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was back in the day in college still.
You know some lit people. It's fire.
Well, it's the grind, man. I'm sure you've contacted so many people.
So many,
and
bro.
it's just
So
opened
many.
up random doors.
Dude, when I started, I was contacting like producers who had a placement 3 years ago and just flying out the next day, bro. I was so fucking desperate.
Well, see, that's why I said when somebody asked if they have a 20 ball right now,
Yeah.
don't put it in a mutual fund where you can't use it.
Not even, he's just some guy, dude. He works at, Barnes and Nobles or something.
No, but still, like, I think, okay, going back to like the Sneako shit.
Yeah.
The main goal is to blow up. No, the main goal is to stop doing what you don't want to do.
Yes.
In that if you hate your job, like use that 20K to do what you want to do, whether
Right.
that means get you like even a new suit and apply to a better job. I don't
Right.
know.
It's about freedom, dude.
It doesn't necessarily have to be an entrepreneur thing. I think too many people want to be entrepreneurs, and low-key it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's not all.
At
it's
times.
not, it's extreme pain. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's vast, oozing bottles of pain that it's just fucking, yeah, it's crazy. But you have to, it's part of it, bro. You're not gonna have your cake and eat it too. You got,
Right.
it's just part of it.
Yeah, because when you own your own business, the potential for money is way higher than a salary that increases 3% per year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which can be really dope too. Like I know people who like love their job so much, they work at a label or whatever like that. That's fire too. Like nothing is invalid, bro. Like no style of life to me.
Yeah, I used to hate on, and I was probably a huge dick. Everybody who had like an actual job, I was like, fuck you.
Same.
You're a pussy, blah, blah, blah. But now that I saw the other side and I got a new job, I was like, this job shit is easy. We were talking about
Same,
it.
dude. Fucking facts. And
Like
for
a
me-
salary.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was college. Like, it was partying. Like I went to 1 year of college, got all my partying done, and then by the second year, I was just grinding, like starting to do videos and shit. And I was like, you guys are wasting your time. Like it's fucking worthless what you're doing. You're going out all the time. Now I get it, dude. Now
Yeah.
I get it. You need to fuck off sometimes. Like you need to just have a good time for some years. They really want that question.
So guys, longevity of artists. Okay, yeah. So longevity of artists with financial literacy versus creatives. What does that mean?
I think of artists versus creatives in general. I think he means of musicians and then versus like the other people that are the people like us, the support roles.
Okay, yeah. Longevity. Artists are the product, as I've said before. Like the labels use them as an asset. They are not like the business.
Right.
Although you can make yourself a business. Like I think Yeat did it well.
Yes.
He started his own label, signed producers, signed video people, right?
Mm-hmm. Or maybe not formally, but gathered them in, made a team. Yeah.
Yes. So I think that was smart, and that's why it's working so well, and he's making a large chunk of what percentage of, as opposed to like other artists right now.
I think what it is, here's a metaphor for it, and it's kind of fucked because it is fucked. Artist turnover rate. You think about like a running back in the NFL. Their
It's the
turnover
exact
rate
same
is
thing.
very fast. Injuries happen. That's a fall off. That's an ACL tear is he got his chain snatched. No one believes him anymore. That's
Or
that's the equivalent.
he snitched.
I swear to God, that's the equivalent. And our people, we last much longer. Unfortunately, this is not the way it should be, and it needs to fucking stop. We last much longer because we're the medics with the med kits in the back of. They're in the front lines, dude. They're the first to fucking face the enemy. We're way back there, and all we got to do is drop off a little med pack, do a little video once in a while, and then we're still good. We're gonna stay alive. You know what I mean? We're in the back lines. We're gonna stay alive. The guys up front, it's gonna be. It's tough, dude. It's a fucking.
I think I think yes and no.
And that metaphor is so spot on, and we all know.
Yes. So, and we can, like, when new artists come, pause, we can, and I enjoy it. Like, even if I wasn't doing this YouTube shit, I would be like listening to the newest artists coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can, like, you can do a video with that guy.
Yeah.
I can talk about that guy.
Uh-huh.
In fact, that's what people want.
Yeah.
So that's why it's more longevous. Is that a word?
Longevity.
But longevious, I don't know. But at the same time, there's pros and cons to each side. These artists, yes, they only last max 3 to 5 years most of the time.
Yeah.
But the amount of money they make it's like if you were to compare them, it's like a instead of like a slow and steady. Like we're the fucking tortoises.
Yeah.
And they're the hares.
And they need to learn how to make that money last the rest of their life. Because you can take, I don't know, $5-7 million and make it last forever.
Yeah.
They need to learn that. If they can do that, I think that in an artist position, if I was in that position, I want to get rich and get the fuck out, dude. Like you see what these blogs post, like it doesn't seem like the funnest thing to me. I don't know. Like for years and years, like I gotta be famous for 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
Although
yesterday you were like, he loves taking pictures with fans.
I love it.
Okay, so why wouldn't you want to do that for 10 years?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I want attention like the next guy.
Yeah.
No, I do want that. But I'm also not in such a. An artist is always in such a hot seat. You know what they do wrong.
But the highs and lows, like their high is way higher than our highs. Like I might get a few like bitches DMing me.
Cole has transcended that. Ack has transcended that. Aiden Ross has transcended that.
Right. Because they're personalities though. But that's why when you become like when you're a platform, that I don't want to be a platform. I've realized.
Oh.
That's why I'm trying to like transition.
Yeah, right.
I just want to be me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that has more longevity. Actually, it might not.
If some very legit network was like, Bob, we're gonna give you $500K to license a podcast. You're gonna do it under our branch. That's your job. You got it. It's mutually exclusive. You can't stream, but you get $500K a year to do this podcast weekly. You got to show up at the office and do the podcast.
If I can't stream,
you can't stream, but it's a very fucking legit network.
Can I make any sort of personal content?
Yeah.
Like what?
But it's always gonna have their branding on it, and you're signed to it. Like a vlog, a day in the life.
But I can keep it on my YouTube channel, but they just get it cut?
Yep.
Yeah, I do it. But, okay, so here's a very relatable thing. Academics, when he joined Complex for, what was that one show he did with Joe Budden? Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle.
He wasn't allowed to stream, and he even got, like, or he was allowed to stream, but he got banned from the show or, like, suspended. Because he said something on stream that like it wasn't even that bad. Yeah, it went against like the corporate social.
Yeah.
W
publicity though.
Publicity, but it slowed his growth. Like there was a point in time where he would have to talk. Yes, there was a point on his YouTube channel where he didn't upload as frequently for like 2 years because he was doing that thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was low key bringing more his fans, because he's huge, to Complex. He was helping them, and that's why he quit.
Because it was,
he was helping them more than him.
Yeah, he was bringing the value, yeah.
Although now I think he's chilling. He makes a lot of money, so I don't...
And I feel like and I think this always happens. I'm excited to see your take on this, but I feel like at some point he was so hated, right? Because he was just talking shit about everything. He was really hated for a while. Everything he would say, shut up, you're 35, whatever, you know? I think it's come back around. Like, I feel like people don't mind him anymore. And I think that always is the case. Like love turns to hate turns to love. It's the same shit. They're right there. You know.
I think what happened is before he started his podcast.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're more of a personality, as opposed to just quote getting clout off of people's downfalls on his Instagram page.
Right.
Even though he's still doing that, and I don't see it as that, but that's what people perceive it as.
Right.
But once he had his own podcast where he was talking about shit that was like just his, like they had to respect it.
Yeah, and you see him on camera, and he's actually like can really speak, eloquently, and he's fucking,
right.
Seems likable and shit. It doesn't seem like you wouldn't hang out with him,
Right.
Yeah.
But when you show your face, it also brings. I talked to Yassine about this if he's still here. The face brings a lot of positive, but also negative attention. So I don't know. Maybe 2 years ago, Academic's face was just shown, so he's getting a lot of hate.
Yeah.
And then it turned into positive, like you were saying.
Yeah. Gotta have the face card, though.
People be clinging onto platforms more than individuals only when they're able to transition the platform into something relevant for current time. But, like, okay. Are you going to continue to follow in 10 years Double XL or Academics more? Who do you care about more? Because personally,
I just watch you, dude. You're the only person like that I watch. Like, no,
right?
No, whatever they say. No,
right.
No cap. But
right.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, I feel like my YouTube, what I watch on YouTube, it has turned into more than just.
Are you so flattered right now, by the way, that I said that?
I figured you were joking.
I'm not. I'm really not. You're the only person who talks about this shit that I watch.
Oh.
Or like pop culture thing in general. I'm really very like secluded to that shit.
Well, I'm flattered then.
Yeah, good.
But so I'm more dedicated to personalities than platforms.
Right.
Do you agree or disagree?
Totally understand. Like the UFC guy, Patty Pimblett, Patty the Batty, the new UFC star. You guys know him, chat? He's fucking goated.
Is he the guy with the colored hair?
This guy. No, he has like a big like bowl cut, blonde bowl cut. He's the shit, dude.
What is his name?
Patty the Batty. Patty Pimblett. His fucking personality. I feel like I know this guy, dude. I never gave a shit about a fighter.
This is like the Conor McGregor shit. Like nobody cared about UFC until he came in.
Yes. Patty the Batty. Love Patty.
But so I think as humans, as we mature,
W couple. Someone's.
as we mature, our interests change. So like personally, I don't want to be doing underground rap news my entire life. I feel like at your show, I felt like the oldest dude there.
Right.
I was the man with the Ciroc bottle. No one in there could even have an ID enough to, or, you're not old enough to
No
go.
one asked you for it. If you were with like 25-year-olds, they'd be
Right.
fucking swarming you.
I could put the Ciroc bottle on the
It'd
table.
be gone in 2 seconds.
It would not be gone because they're so young.
Around people your age, it would be. I'm saying.
Yes. So, as I was saying, so that's why I think personalities are more valuable than platforms.
Yeah.
Because platforms kind of have to stick to like a topic or a niche.
Right.
Personalities are like you're you.
Yes, dude. Yes, I've been wondering, like, there's like certain vlogs I've done and shit. Like, I love a vlog. I love making a vlog and like putting my personality out there and shit. I love this. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I just wonder, like, okay, if I drop a vlog, do I drop it on my page or do I drop it on the second page? How's it gonna look if I drop it on my main YouTube with the music videos? I get like analysis paralysis about this shit, because I don't want to fuck up, what I got.
You like your algorithm and whatever.
Like, do I drop it on the main or do I drop it on the second? Probably the second. But
I'd say second channel.
gotta keep it legit.
Because YouTube's changing so much that like the channels only want you to do one thing.
Right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like
They're
that-
really pushing the shorts or whatever.
Yeah. That's why YouTubers have like main channels, second channels, like clip channels.
W algorithm.
Yeah.
Should I answer that?
Yeah, go ahead. This is your show.
I said, what's the inspiration? I'm having a great fucking time, by the way. But what's the inspiration behind the new wave aesthetics of Nirvana videos? Crazy effects, fast motion, camera work, CGI. I just thought, like, before I started, I thought videos were boring as shit, honestly. Like, music videos in general, like the big industry ones and stuff, were just, like, boring and it didn't really, like, move. And it wasn't, like, musical to me. They weren't cutting on beat, even. It was more cinematic versus musical, and I think that it has to be, like, the happy medium between the two, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I just, like, identify everything that I think is boring about it, and then do that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think, and this is, no hate towards Cole, but I feel like what was missing after he had to upgrade to the more wider audience with the scene thing is there was no, what's the word? Almost like amateur in a way, you know what I'm talking about? Like not overly produced videos.
I will be silent. That's my go.
No, I love Cole.
Talk to the chat. Don't talk to me.
That wasn't even, everyone knows what I'm talking about. No, okay, so I've even described it. So Lyrical Lemonade, like some of the OG fans are like, oh, it changed or whatever. It's because he has fucking 20 million subscribers. You have to at a certain point appease those 20 million, because if he were to do the old shit, it like wouldn't do well anymore.
Right. He adapted or died, bro.
He's making fucking like legit movies.
Yeah. I was really a fan of his like effects and stuff, like Speed Racer, fucking the Smoke Perp videos. That was my fucking era, you know what I mean? And then when at first I didn't like fully get it when he went cinematic, but now, dude, the fucking actual like genius of it is like that shit is not easy to do, bro. It's actually like I think it's much harder to do that without effects and stuff like that, and have people appreciate it and like it than with those effects.
Because there's a lot more planning as opposed to just post-production.
The longer I know him, the more I admire him and get like more impressed, because Jesus fuck, dude, he's a beast.
Yeah. And then he's just, and I think that's okay, going back to what we were talking about before with the branding versus just having a no-name video producer, there's more monetization opportunities. So he has shows, you have shows, merch, you have merch, like all of
Different
those
scales, of course, different scale. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he has this cartoon thing. He just did Minions, and they allowed him to put it on his channel, or is that like not something you have to negotiate?
For sure, they negotiated that. They negotiated every single thing down to the TikTok campaign, probably.
Jesus Christ,
He went.
That's a
so
bag.
ham. The bag must have been so scrumptious, but he went so ham, bro. He went crazy.
I bet at this point, I can't wait, or I mean, I don't know if I'll get there, but I want to get to the point where I can't even imagine how much he made off that campaign.
Mhm.
You probably
seven figs.
seven? You probably aren't worried about anything monetarily. You're just like, oh, I want to do this. Like, just go do it. Hire
Let's go
somebody
do
to go do it.
Let's go.
It's
to
not like
yeah.
sitting on the Excel sheet. Like, okay, is this gonna be profitable? Like, no.
No, but the minions thing, that's such a huge scale thing. I think that took a couple years. I think that was a couple year process.
And whether it was or not, like, he's a boss at this point where he can just again hire somebody to do it. Like the best in the world to
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. He can find them, track them down.
Yeah.
Money's not an issue.
Exactly.
Right.
It's not overly. I don't know. Even when I'm filming a vlog or like editing a vlog, I'm like, is this even worth my time right now?
Right.
Is it gonna get enough views where I'm like?
Right.
But sometimes I'll just be like, I want to do it just for my own sake, but I'm not making coal money.
I mean,
So-
few are making that kind of money. But I
Yeah.
always wanted, like, I always knew, like, okay, that's my goat, that's my idol, etc. I do want to fucking, I gotta offer something different, you know?
Yeah.
Or at least try, bro. Yeah, you can't just do the same.
Opinion on rap getting more and more experimental sound wise. When do you think it will go next? Like, what do you think it'll go to next?
I think Lawsy is a big step.
Lawsy's fire.
It's R&B. It's a whole new thing, bro. Sex and B, baby.
I think that'll just. I think what's happening is rap is. It'll always have its traditional lane, and of course it'll like progress in its own way.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike.
I think to make it in that traditional lane, you gotta have so much swag and charisma, like a Jack Harlow or something. Like, just something else about you. Like, chicks love the guy. Something. I don't think it can work just like based off the music anymore. If you're going the lyrical, miracle, spiritual route.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I was before I got distracted.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. I got distracted. But I think that it's rap has gotten so big that it is literally the definition of music at this point. At least like pop music. Like what everybody has listened to rap or is listening to rap on the radio, at least one song. So there are so many versions of it that it's like every single like Rage will always be here for the next 10, 20 years.
There's
If-
something for everyone. There's
Yeah.
something for everyone. I just wish people would just chillax a little bit, and like when something's for someone else and not for them, they wouldn't be like shit all over it, you know? Some people don't like how fast paced and like, you know, and like much is going on in my videos. Some people can't get enough of it. It's like there's some shit for everyone, you know?
Yeah, you definitely got to find your own lane, and a lot of artists just like dick ride whatever's popping the sound.
You know what I always think though is like, what if goats like Wick, Reno, these guys that like made Plug and B like what it is and shit. Like, what if they like just are grinding for it, and then Lawsy just fucking catapults out of nowhere and they're just using the Plug and B shit?
He already
Insane.
surpassed all of them. I mean, I know Taz says the monthly listeners doesn't matter, but he passed Summers already in monthly listeners.
Did he?
Yeah. And obviously it's because Hotel, like, if you have one song, you can make your monthly listeners like spike.
Dude, Partner in Crime is the one, really though. That's how I fucking know the kid's got it, dude. The first song that I heard that I was like, holy shit, was Partner in Crime, and that's not even the big hit. That's amazing. That's good news.
Yeah.
Saying?
Yeah, no. Both of them, one or two songs, whatever it is, like, it's just going up on TikTok. And if you have a song on TikTok, that's literally the music industry now.
Yeah.
Like, if I were a label, I would literally, if I had a 100K budget, I'd put like, obviously into the actual content itself, like the music video or whatever, and the music, but 90% allocation towards TikTok. Pay fucking everybody to make a dance and make it go viral, because that'll pay. It's like how Andrew Tate he has an affiliate link. He's the most Googled man in the world right now. More than Trump, more than Biden.
Jesus.
That's when you didn't know who he was. I was like, how do you not?
No, I had heard the name.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't
So
know that.
he has an affiliate program where like his fans can make videos and then have an affiliate link to his like online course / school.
Yeah.
and make him money, but it incentivizes people to post on TikTok. So once he became the biggest thing on TikTok, it is the biggest website in the world.
The conversion rate is the craziest too, to other avenues.
Yeah, so TikTok, like, if you have that, you have everything on lock.
I told you last night I've been listening to Fazo nonstop. Just since we're talking about like new stuff. He's so good.
Yes, I like
so
Fazo.
Fucking good. Fazo's amazing.
I like Fazo.
I'll stand by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you think he's going?
I think he can transcend the underground kind of image and stuff. I think I want him to do that. I think he has, like, there's something really interesting there that I think if he can, like, separate himself and not kind of do what everyone else is doing, it's going to be super special.
He's got, like, that sped up thing.
He's got that sped up, bro. He's hard, bro. Like, our new videos, the most excited I've been for a song that I've shot in quite some time. And the video that matches it.
He's got, like, the melody, like, the vocals. This
is the way life goes. Holy shit, dude! You're not gonna tell me that doesn't slap.
No, it does. It does.
All right, dude.
I just think right now, people like the dark shit more than the light. If you get what I'm saying.
Right. Well, because there's like these guys like Ken and Lonely are like so like superhuman. You know, they just appear so much larger than life.
Yes.
With the
and Yeat.
Mysterio, yeah.
Like
for sure.
even if they don't do drugs, just the perception of a lean cup in your hand makes you like, it's almost like a badass attitude. Like, I don't give a fuck about my health. I don't give a fuck about the law.
Right.
And so since most listeners are law-abiding citizens, it makes them feel good to live vicariously. Is it vicarious?
Vicarious.
Vicarious.
Jesus Christ.
Vicariously through the rapper. And that's what, personally, I mean, like, I enjoy listening to music that makes me feel like I'm in the streets of fucking
dude.
Chicago,
that makes me
like
feel
just
something, bro.
just like mowing people down and shit.
Yeah. I like music that makes me feel some shit, bro. It doesn't matter, good, bad, left, right, something. I gotta say Goonie too, real quick, since we're talking about new people. Or not? He's not really like.
Is he even?
Shit, but he's fucking amazing.
Is he taking it serious? Like, I know he has songs, but like, does he actually?
He's gonna be huge.
Okay. Because I know for a while he wasn't really like making music.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, he stayed on the back burner for like a year or something, but he's back. He's with Can. They're making music all the time. Goonie is so fucking fire. Did you see the snippet he posted the other day?
No.
He's good.
Maybe.
He's raw as fuck.
Maybe. Yeah, but he has the connections too. Like, I feel like when you're just around those Slay World people or ex-Slay World, it's like an easy in. Low key, if you have good music at least.
Well, they have it so down, but you have to have good music. They're gonna shit on you if you don't have good
music. Yeah. And that's what's happening a lot. Scale 1 to 10, Twin Uzi's recent EP. I haven't even listened to it, to be honest.
Gave it a once over. I gotta go back. We've been on the road.
Yeah. Haven't listened. Anything else? We've been here for a bit. Hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. How long do you usually do?
Something like this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of streamers react to videos. I like to share my thoughts rather than just watch videos.
Yeah, for sure.
So that it probably hinders my growth by not reacting to a bunch of videos, but
yeah, but dude, I mean, there's enough of that.
Yeah.
And more music videos, DC the Dawn, of course.
DC's like getting huge.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's cool as shit.
Yeah.
He's the man.
They like did like me for a little bit.
Oh, his team?
Yeah.
What'd you say? What'd you do, Bob?
I gave my honest opinion, saying like there was an album where, and granted, we listened to it at 2 a.m. after the Yeat album.
Right.
And so it was just at 2 a.m. It was super rage beats. I'm like, dude, I can't do this right now.
I do remember this. This. Right.
And then like afterwards, all the DC fans, and I didn't even say anything bad. I didn't say trash. I didn't say it was bad. I just said like this wasn't it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty neutral.
I mean, you're entitled. I don't know. I don't know. That's my point.
I like DZ the Dawn.
Who doesn't? Wait,
But-
is it before or after basketball?
After.
Okay.
But people just think that if you collab with somebody, you have to like suck their meat for the rest of their
love
life.
everything they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, dude. I mean, I get where he's coming from too, because like when someone that you give a shit about, like you value their opinion, dude. When you like make something, an album too, bro. Like an album is weeks and months and years and shit, like culminating into it. So like when someone whose opinion you respect doesn't fuck with it, it hurts. You know.
I agree.
Good
And
emotion.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But to take something, I don't know. I just remember he tweeted something like before the album saying, and you don't really have to like get into this because I know you're boys and him. I don't want to start anything between you two. But no. He said something like he was getting tired of the rage beats. And I was like, this man, he's on the train. Let's not do so many rage beats.
Right.
Then he dropped the album with hella rage beats, and so that was in my review. I was like, I thought you said you weren't gonna do
He
rage
might
beats
be saying it's my shit. Back off.
because he's the rage kid or
He's the
whatever.
rage
Okay. And I was thinking that was a possibility as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not mad. If they want to be mad at me, that's all good. But my integrity and word and thoughts are way more valuable than being
Well, it
friends
depends
with
how you
anyone.
say it too. There's always a way to say the thing. Compliment sandwiches are a very effective thing, you know.
But that's not what I do. I gotta be blunt.
Oh shit.
I like to be straight up blunt. Like,
Yeah.
is this good? I'm
I
not
get
gonna.
it, dude, yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and pussyfoot around it.
That's how you are. A lot of people, you know, really love that about you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've always been like that. Nobody wants to hear like, oh, this is DC the Dawn. I really like your music typically, but
Right.
blah 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 blah. Oh, and by the way, like I like your hair a lot. That's a
It
compliment
just
sandwich.
might, you know, pause. It might soften the blow a little bit. You know, like it might make it like easier to take the criticism and actually like listen to it and maybe apply it on the next song you make. I don't know. It's psychological, bro.
Okay,
Artists are, you know, they're artists.
here's another thing.
Yeah.
This happened with the Uzi album. In my chat, because I'll label it like Lil Uzi Vert reaction, whatever. So Uzi fans start coming in, and everybody's like, we'll play a song. 3 seconds in, it's like, this is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
And so eventually it gets to the point after track 6. I'm like, yo, this is not as good as y'all are saying. And so in my head, I'm like, this is mid. Even though it wasn't mid, I listened to the album several times after that and actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, I don't know, the people do it to me too. Like we were listening to the DC album when that happened, and
Yeah.
everybody, like there were people meet riding, and I was like, oh, chill.
Yeah.
This ain't a 10. I don't give any albums 10s. That's
Well, maybe
just
they
ridiculous.
love the shit out of it. You know?
No, and they have the right to.
Yeah.
But I feel like my job is to like, my opinion is here to neutralize people. They might think something's really bad. I never say anything's really that trash.
Yeah.
But I bring them back and be like, it's not that bad.
You got to remember
Or
too, like
bring them down.
Yeah. I'm about to cut you off, but you got to remember, like the life of an artist, like art, like you know, director, whatever it is, it's like very fucking confusing because you can put something out that one person absolutely loves, it's their favorite thing, and one person it's dog shit to them. You know?
Right.
That's so fucking confusing. So after a while, you're just like, dude, what even is anything? You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's another reason why
It's confusing.
I've just turned to streaming, because I have my main channel was basically the same topics as my stream. However, it was like it took me 2-3 hours to like script and write, or script and at the very beginning at least, and then edit the videos. And then it got to the point where like some videos I worked like a whole day or 2 on would just shit the bed. And then the ones that literally I made in 15 minutes would go off. So I'm like, why am I even editing videos?
Big time. I want to work with Lonely so bad, so I said we need Nirvana. Same with Uzi.
His new music video is amazing. The one with BK the Ruler?
Yeah. That it's BK song featuring him. Yeah.
Right. But his verse, I like it a
Yeah,
lot.
dude, he went so crazy.
Who is Nirvana's favorite artist? I don't know if you want to answer that. He likes Phaso.
You like Faisal? I like pretty much everyone I work with. No one's not cool, you know. Trippie is always cool because it's just like I feel like I learn
How so?
because everyone else I kind of like am doing the directing, and with him I just completely let go, and he just like kind of does what he wants, and I just film. You know, he's so
Like, does he tell you what he's gonna do?
it's like casual. It's like yeah, like I don't know. He has to feel ready, and then all of a sudden we're just like filming before I know it, and he is looking the dopest on camera because he's, you know, he's 6 years into this.
He just
knows
looks
what the fuck
cool.
He's doing. He's just like 6 years into it. He's professional. He knows more than me.
Yeah, I feel like one of the biggest things is you just have to naturally look cool on camera.
And he looks the
Like somebody can you can be in front of a dumpster, but you just look sick for some reason, whereas another person looks like a bum.
Yeah, for sure. Like we shot the everything okay at the Rick Owens store, and like he just looks.
And I feel like it's all body language.
It's body language, it's confidence, but it's also like when we shoot, we just go back to back takes. We just run the song back over and over, and he's giving like I'll be like I don't have enough, and I look at the footage, and he's giving me so much. Like somehow I don't know, it's fucking transcendent.
So that's your favorite person to work with right now?
I'm just saying I probably learned the most in those situations, but every video is really fun.
Yeah.
Not to keep a non-answer, but
You're not going to get canceled. I promise you. Although people might try to. Mike, you want to say something?
like yay, cousin Mike.
What's your official title?
What's up, guys?
This is my cousin. This is my cousin.
camera.
I'm looking at the camera.
Isn't he beautiful?
Fucking let us know about the shows and anything.
Tell him
Big,
about the plan with the concerts. He really does most of the planning for concerts and shit that we do. So
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get a really big thing going in New York, LA, like a mini type of festival. I think that'd be sick. We'll get Bob out there.
Yeah.
We'll get Bob to perform too.
I did perform a little bit.
Yeah.
I dropped my drink.
Yeah, you dropped. Oh yeah.
me and Bob here.
Bob dropped his drink last night. He was doing a handstand.
Basically, though, the kid's really a beast. He's a big part of it. So
But just let us know cities, locations. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
follow him at DotComNirvan.
I was going to say, people are so weird. So in the chat, they're like, no wonder you're a geek or some shit. No, right here. No wonder you're corny. You watch Bob to demo. Meanwhile, he's in my chat. Watching me.
Nothing means anything.
People are
2022.
what
Nothing is anything. Every sentence is not anything.
You said that yesterday.
Life is meaningless.
It's like diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
What are thoughts? It's the voice in your head.
But that's good to feel like that, because when you have a genuine conversation with someone, you really appreciate it.
Facts. Did we hear about the beef? Nah. Honestly, I'm trying to get out of like talking about beefs, man. Because I'm getting to a point where, one, I don't want to be this negative guy who's just highlighting negatives. And secondly, I'm 26 years old. I frankly don't care about 18-year-olds arguing about someone dissing them in a song. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're 100% right.
Like yesterday really put me into it was just a confirmation because I already felt this way.
Yeah. Did you feel like out of place?
No, I felt fine.
Yeah.
But I do feel
Didn't relate to them.
old.
Yeah, right.
I'm like I don't, and I don't want to act all crazy like I want to because I'm fucking old.
It's also though like you have to you're older, but you also have like the separate career and shit like that. You're older. If you're older, it's okay if you're in a better position. If you seem like, okay, this guy's older than us, but he's got his shit together. He's not like trying to be like, hey kids, you know the meme, like the Drake and Josh meme.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're not trying to be like that, you're good. You don't have to worry too much.
But that's what I feel like.
It's dudes who act like that are like cringe, you know.
But if I were to be talking about underground rap beef, even now, I feel that way.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, because also the topic is like, what is that gonna like? It's gonna fill you with endorphins talking about that? No.
right. Yeah. So I've told them I'm trying to start a podcast.
This is our podcast.
This is a podcast.
This is episode 1.
No, this is episode 3 of my solo
I know,
podcast.
but it's episode 1 of ours.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
It would actually go so crazy. I feel like a podcast would be.
But here's the real question: only music or no? I know that
we talked other stuff. I feel like we talked big picture.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, facts. Facts.
W podcast.
No, this is my next move. That's why I want to move to another country, though, as I was telling you before, is that if I were to move to Thailand, where it costs like $1,000 to live like a king, there's no pressure to like make any content for views. It's just do whatever I want to do.
Right. Which, by the way, is going to end up going up more long term.
Right.
Yeah.
And if I have enough of an audience where no matter what I talk about, it'll get at least enough where I can pay bills. Maybe not flourish like normally, but yeah. So I'll still be able to kill it in another country.
Yeah.
But then I won't be able to go out. Like I feel like being in America, yeah, or like fly, see people.
Yeah. There's ups and downs. Nothing is perfect, bro. The U.S. is a capitalist fucking hellscape.
It's a rat race.
Our game is too.
Is it true? I'm 26, bro. I'm not 21. Can perform? Nah.
When's K Suave's tape dropping? I don't know, but we got a crazy one on there.
You like K Suave a lot.
It's my boy.
I like K Suave a lot too.
The potential for his music is sky high. They haven't pressed the button on him whatsoever. That's what people don't know.
It's
As soon as
almost
they decide he's gonna be huge, he's gonna be.
it's almost like Lawsy. Like the type of music,
Yeah.
like sex, like
A song with them two makes complete sense.
yes. It's not Plug and B, but it is kinda.
It's a variation of Plug and B,
Right.
which by the way is working the best in Plug and B history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the most concentrated of anything is not the most
What's gonna flourish the
successful.
most? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Any more stuff with David Shawty? I remember him.
I love David. David's like a real like
The glitchcore shit.
close personal friend of mine. Yeah, the Wizards 101 video I always say is like the most like fulfilling video I've ever done. Funnest, most like it was pure love.
Where'd he go?
He had to take care of
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob's name is probably Robert. It is my name, bruh.
I think every Bob's name is Robert.
Yeah, everybody's. Yeah. What are y'all talking about? And yes, I've listened to Genesis by Slump Sixes. I saw him yesterday. He was at the show. He is tall as shit.
All the shit.
Tall as shit.
I love that project.
You
I
do?
was thoroughly impressed. Yeah. Love hate. Holy shit, what a song.
I have not listened. I can't give an opinion after the first listen because you don't really know the song names.
Right.
So
So it
it's-
kind of blends together. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I gotta continue.
The last track, Long Way From Home, emotional as shit. Love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go back to
One.
that.
Yeah. We shot one off there.
Is it the lone one?
The song is called One.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like we have one.
One in both ways, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Last song was crazy, yeah.
Lil Play's new snippet was fire. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get copyrighted. But it was more pop.
Yeah. Someone said, by the way, would you work with Lil Pump? That's funny you say that. Say that.
Whoa, that would be fire.
Would that be fire, you think?
Yes, I think everybody, like, no matter how far we get down the line, Lil Pump is always an icon, for better or worse.
Yeah, dude. The guy got a song with Kanye, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. So I think they'd be excited to see you doing it, and then plus it's like almost a confirmation, like you made it.
A Lil Pump video?
Yeah. And it'll open you up to like the bigger. It has to be a fire song though.
Right. Exactly. That, yeah. Exactly.
Because he's independent now, so you got to make sure there's push behind it.
Right. But dude, the fucking the videos that made me want to start are Lil Pump videos. That might sound weird, but Raheem is my favorite director. Raheem and Cole were.
Lil Pump?
Yeah, dude, his videos.
He directs his own
My
videos?
first video is literally me trying to recreate his Lil Pump video, Lil Pump by Lil Pump, trying to recreate him at the best I can. And Elementary was a huge.
He directs his own videos.
No, Raheem This guy Raheem is Blind used to be his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like with artists like Pump, it's hard to navigate. It's almost like being a Disney Channel star.
Really.
Imagine, like, you're 25, I'm 26. When I was their age, what?
I'm ageless.
He's 8. Okay, whatever. He's 600, 300, whatever. I feel like you can't. I couldn't have handled that. I didn't really get my brain and like be able to set actual goals until after college.
You mean like being that young and starting
Like a career, and obviously he's probably gone through trials and tribulations, music business, drama, whatever. So whatever, but at that age, it's just I feel like it's impossible.
Dude, it was fucking tough, bro. It was
Yeah.
really hard, bro. I was 19 when I started, like dropped out and shit. It was really tough, and I also didn't like fit in, you know, with like rappers and stuff. I would go around them, they hated me, and they'd say, "Get away from us, dweeb," you know. So that was the thing.
That's another reason I just don't even like the music industry. Like, everybody thinks they're cool as shit. I'm like, fuck you. I'm cooler than you.
Yeah, it's beneficial to be a dick, you know. It's like it helps you to be a dickhead. There's a lot wrong.
And not cool in the sense of like swag, whatever. I'm talking about like talking to me. I know somebody enjoys talking to me more than you.
Right.
They may not agree with what I'm saying,
Right.
but I'm not like. I talk to people and I care about what they're saying.
Yes, and then those people, you talk to some of those people, and those people are in the most powerful position sometimes. And it's like, you're like, is there someone there? Like, is there anyone behind your eyes, or is it just soulless, you know?
Right. It makes you think, what is the point of their life?
Real ones are prods and videographers, editors, fuck rappers.
No, and not to say there are cool rappers. Like, I met Rich Amiri yesterday.
Nice as
Cool.
shit, bro. It's not fuck them. They enable us to fucking do
Yeah.
what we do, bro. They're on the front lines, like I said.
Everyone there yesterday was cool. All the rappers.
Yeah.
But there are certain ones that are not.
That's not. But this chapter of the underground is the smartest, most personable, like nicest people. And
Do you
I was
think-
there for the other ones.
Do you think that's because the internet has progressed to a point where you have to be smart to build a fan base? You have to have a strategy. There was already the Lil Pump generation. No offense to Pump, of just doing completely ignorant shit. Like, no, you actually have to have substance.
Yeah, for sure. And I think certain people like a Lil Tecca, for example, being like the godfather of like a lot of like these people.
I didn't say it.
Like, really? No, he is 100%. Like, as in like they like look at him as someone who they know in real life that has been there and they can learn from and shit like that.
I
That's the truth.
tweeted that, and a bunch of people got pissed.
No, they know him personally. All these kids do, bro. Like someone like that really like set the example. I think it's figureheads like that who blow up. They set the example of like what things are gonna be.
Right.
Yeah.
And Tecca's actually like good at music.
He's good at music and he's a fucking great guy. I think that like those kids have a really like dope role model.
I don't know him like that.
way.
I've met him. I don't like know him.
Well, I know.
Yeah, I'll defer.
I'm kidding.
I'll defer to your judgment.
Yeah.
He is
No,
a
I'm
young
not-
OG.
Yeah, he's a young OG. The people that are like that he surrounds himself with, like the people that he took on tour, took BK on tour, Chris, Tana, you know?
He's almost like a mini. People are gonna hate on this. He's almost like a mini Chief Keef
Yeah.
in the sense of influence.
In the sense of influence. And from the fact that like these, you know, kids are learning from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in, I don't think we would have this generation. And people are gonna say like Doo-Wop Kane and people like that as well. I agree with that as
For sure.
yeah.
No one
Summers,
doesn't know.
Autumn,
Yeah.
the Plug-in B, but Tecca is like the highest up right now. He showed everybody like
It's that he knows them personally and is friends with them and fucking probably gives them great advice. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying like they like sound like him or shit like that. That's for like you guys to speculate. But he fucking is like putting these guys on game because he was 16, he blew up, bro. You know?
again, I don't know how people do that. But then again, it's less
W advice. W shit is so.
it's less internal. Like when you're a rapper, you just do what it's more of just a do thing rather than a internal thinking.
Yes.
So given my job, I don't think that a 16-year-old could do what I do because they have school.
Yeah.
They don't have enough time to sit there and like analyze. But if you're a rapper, if you're like actually talented, you can just record something and it just comes out naturally. I don't know. I don't think you can become a good rapper. Or you can practice, of course, but it's more of like
it's a natural,
like Juice WRLD. You can't teach that.
You can't teach that.
Of course, he practiced to get to the point where he was.
But it's also nature and nurture. Some people, you know, my dad was a musician. I grew up in a house full of instruments. I played piano my whole life. I did, by the way, play piano my whole life. I think that's like a reason for the, you know, the interest in music and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, Chad, I wasn't saying like 16. I was saying like the time commitment.
Right.
Like to make videos and stream every day. Like that's, I think, why I wasn't able to do it until I got out of college. It's just hard. But if you're a rapper, again, you can pretty much do it in your free time. You can make one song and blow up.
Yeah.
And then you're the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
it helps to be, I don't know, there's a medium with the youth. It helps to be younger. It comes off more impressive, you know what I mean, than like a 30-year-old making the same song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also that's a detriment. Because as a rapper, when you do get old, after you blow up, it's that 3 to 5 year max that kind of fucks you over.
Yes.
Because once you turn like 20 years old, like people are saying Uzi's old. He's 27 years old.
Right.
That's not even.
I mean, those people will be 27 in the blink of an eye. So.
Right. That's what I say. I'm like, when people start insulting me about my age and whatever, I'm like, dude, when you're my age, I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Most likely you're not gonna be here. You're not gonna work as hard as I did to get here. So suck my dick.
Right. I don't know, dude. I think these kids, someone just said it, but these kids are fucking smarter than ever, and they're just getting smarter, and the next generation is gonna be smarter and better. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, the internet is like a hive mind.
If we can help that, and you know, in an organic, non-weird way, that's the way you fucking do it, bro. You know?
They're saying you're bored.
Who said that?
I don't know. Nirvan looks
One
bored.
dude said that. I'm not bored. I'm thoroughly.
No, bored.
I'm invigorated with this conversation. Okay. I just play it cool.
You have to twerk or else you're not.
Is that what it is?
That's what Chad always says. Like if they ain't twerk, it wasn't a good stream.
Have you twerked on stream? Like the Adam Ross shit?
I have to Ken Carson, but as a joke.
To his music.
To Project X, because I loved Project X.
Loves Project X. Yeah.
So good.
Did you already talk about the new project? You did.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought it was compared to Project X. You don't have to. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm just saying, people are reciting Project X songs still, not necessarily the new ones. Yeah, Shake. See, Shake is a Project X song.
They're about to stage that. Yeah, they did convince me to stage that.
Yeah. Okay. You ready to pack it up?
Sure. That
Okay.
was awesome. That was fun.
Cause you're bored.
I'm not bored, dude. One
know.
guy says it, and now he's fucking running with it.
I know. All right, chat. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I told y'all I got a gaming streaming PC or laptop, so literally I might even be in Thailand next month and just stream. Fuck it. Big shit coming. You know that big interview that I got that I haven't told y'all who it was?
Oh, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna get Andrew Tate on the podcast at some point, hopefully. And yeah, peace out, clap people. Nice saying.
Bye. I love you guys. Bye.